welcome to the second annual Unforgettable Heart Awards, celebrating big hearts across the Inland Empire. We want to welcome our MCs. We're thrilled again this year to have two of the leading MCs combined into a co-MC. We have Stan Morrison, Senior Vice President at Security Bank of California. And Brenda Lorenzi, who is Vice President of Inland Empire magazine. Please join me in welcoming dear friends of the Unforgettables, Stan and Brenda.
I'd say Tim Evans sure knows how to throw a party. Welcome all of you. I'm glad you're spending Valentine's Days with the Unforgettables. I can't think of a better organization, although there are many. But the Unforgettables is especially good to spend Valentine's Day with.
Would you pray with me? Gracious God, because every child is unforgettable in your sight, we have come together today. We come to this place, some no doubt with thoughts of sorrow at what has happened, but all with thoughts of hope for what can happen when a community joins together for the good of all.
Stan, I am so thrilled to have you both back with us. This is a great event, and we're going to honor a lot of people today, aren't we?
You bet we are.
Charity is all about sharing and caring unselfishly, and also being touched at your heart. We're celebrating charitable lives today. Amy and Mickey Grana are a very special couple to the Unforgettables, and they drove all the way out from Desert Center, which is halfway to Albuquerque. Please applaud Amy and Mickey Grana. They're here because of baby Jessie. A few years ago, they went through a terrible tragedy and lost a baby daughter. And they were at a place in their life where Unforgettables was able to help.
We did a little over 4 years ago. We lost our youngest daughter at the age of 2, Jessica Hart. And we were in a position where I had given up my day job to take care of our girls, and my husband had given up his day job to fulfill this dream with the Evans family of building a racetrack. So we had cut our monthly income into a third of what had happened, you know, and so when the tragedy happened, we were barely scraping by as it was, because we had gone all in to build this racetrack. And so the Unforgettables did step in, and they assisted us with Jessica's burial services. Prepares you for losing a child. You know, when you have a child, you think about all the things you want to have to save money for. You know, their college, their first car, their first everything. You don't think about having to save money for their death. And so this foundation is just, it's the most amazing thing. And if this is the least that I could do is hold this event and you know, let my husband and my boss allow me to hold it. I can't give back enough, you know, because nobody should have to suffer this grief. Nobody. And I hope that none of you, if you haven't, I know Judy and the Austins are there, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But if some type of goodness can come out of this, then let it be through the Unforgettables Foundation. So thank you all.
I went to Mike Morrell, said, can we partner on something? He was just about to be elected, and he sat on our board and he said, yeah, let's do something, and we created this event together. I am very, very appreciative and honored that a man of Mike's integrity and leadership would be willing to lend his name, as well as wonderful people, Bill Emerson and Gary Miller, and our county supervisors. So many of them are here today. But I'd like to now introduce to you our keynote speaker for this event, Mr. Mike Morrell.
Well, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. You look good in red. Just a moment, too, just to acknowledge just in our hearts, say a little prayer for our police officers, Riverside County Sheriff Michael Crane, who served two terms overseas, and in our San Bernardino County Sheriff right here from Redlands, Jeremiah McKay, who unfortunately lost their lives the other day. So, you know, as we talk about giving our everything, these men, we're here to serve and protect our communities, and we're grateful for their service and for their families, and I would say we need to keep those families in prayer for a long time, but God bless them for their service.
There's a local mayor, and someone on my board said, Evan, you always get Republicans. So you gotta have someone who isn't Republican. So Pete Aguilar, Mayor of Redlands.
It's always great to give a welcome at halftime, right, Sam? This is nice. This is good. This is good. No, I didn't mean to, but I'll kind of bring us back here. You know, Mike Morrell talked about Western Europe and Sacramento and all these great things. So, you know, we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back here to Redlands. Thank you so much for being here. You know, some people periodically tell me at these events hosted at the Fox Event Center that, you know, parking's a little challenged. And what I tell folks is that's just part of the plan. You know, we want you to get out of your cars and walk around. I saw Janice Rutherford having coffee. I'm counting the nickels on the dollar that the city gets off of that, so it's just part of the plan. The City of Redlands is proud to celebrate our 125th anniversary this year, so we have a lot of events, a lot of activity going on within the city. Thank you so much for choosing this location and for choosing Redlands to host this event. We appreciate all of you coming here and being here. It's such an incredible organization, as you've heard. Now we'll get back to the festivities. Thank you so much.
First of all, I'm amazingly overwhelmed with the number of volunteers that are here and hearing all the good works that are being done. It's very, very amazing. We found ourselves in a similar situation with Amy, as she was telling her story, the unexpected loss of a child, and she made the statement, I wouldn't wish it on an enemy, and I can't tell you how many times my husband and I have said that. Our daughter died in a car accident, and it was 16 years ago, and for a year to 2 years, what haunted me, one of the things from that experience was, oh my gosh, what does somebody do that cannot write a check for the funeral? And because that just isn't a real event that you're looking to have. And that bothered me, and I finally contacted the mortuary we had used, and they put me in touch with Tim, who had just recently started the Unforgettables. And one of our reasons, we have numerous reasons, wanting to help people, wanting to keep our daughter's memory alive. That's so important when you've lost a child. And she was a do-gooder, I guess I would say. Her Christmas present the month before she died, all she wanted was for us to pay for a missionary trip for her to go to South America. And she would be, she's watching over all of us today because she's so proud of everything that everybody here does. Thank you.
Unforgettable, that's what you are.
Unforgettable, though near or far.
Like a song of love that clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me never before has someone been more
Unforgettable in every way,
and forevermore. That's how you'll stay.
That's how you'll stay.
That's why, darling, it's incredible. that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Someone been born. Ooh, unforgettable in every way.
In every way.
And forevermore.
And forevermore.
That's how you'll stay.
That's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible
That someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.